Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Please give us a call if you guys are looking to improve your credit score, lower your car payment, buy a car, trade in a car. If you're looking to purchase your first home, if you're looking to purchase a rental property, we can help you. Give us a call today, 877-205-7771. Talk to you guys soon, and thanks again.
Hello everyone, this is Calvin Russell, CEO and founder of 850 Club Credit Consultation. Hope everyone's doing well today. Today we're going to talk about everything you need to know about dealership rebates, auto loan rebates, and what exactly do they mean, okay? The simplest way to understand a rebate is essentially the dealership or the car manufacturing company giving you money to buy the car. Okay, it goes towards the purchase price. So for example, if you're buying, I worked at Nissan, so if you're buying a new Nissan, then they're going to be giving you, rebates on the vehicle. Now, not every new vehicle has rebates on them. It can go one of three ways. One, they can give you a standard rebate, which I'll go into a little bit later. And then, of course, they can give you a special interest rate, which means that, instead of financing a car for 5 years at 2.9%, it could be at 0%, okay? And then way number three is they can give you the rebates and the interest rate all at the same time as a special interest rate as well, okay? So let's break down what just a rebate is. So again, let's say if you're buying a brand new car. Now there are some certified vehicles that come with a pre-owned rebate as well. A lot of people don't know about that. So it pays to actually read about the fine print, or all the stuff that you can see like in the dealership. It pays to know and understand that information, okay? So for example, let's say you're buying a car that costs $20,000 and it has a $2,000 rebate. That means that the purchase price will be $20,000 minus that $2,000. Now the new purchase price is $18,000. Now that doesn't mean that you still can't negotiate that vehicle. Why? Because that vehicle, all vehicles have a markup on them, which is natural. Just like when you buy a can of corn at Walmart, you may not question it, but it's $1. But Walmart didn't pay $1 for it. Otherwise, there would be no profit margin. Okay, so just like some vehicles, the average vehicle ranges in profit margins. Of course, the more expensive a car is, the more of a profit margin there's going to be. But at the same time, usually when you start going into the more expensive category, 40,000, 50,000 plus, you'd be surprised. A lot of people, because they make the income to even buy the vehicle, a lot of times they don't even negotiate, because now the ego kicks in. I make this kind of money, whatever it is, so you'd be very surprised. But either way, going back to the rebate. Now, again, you can still negotiate that number, not the rebate number, but of course the overall purchase price, because not every new car has a rebate on it, okay? Now that's one way, the standard way to use a rebate, just as a regular discount, okay? Even if you didn't want the rebate, there's nothing you can do about it. Now, there's two different types of rebates. One type is where you have to finance with the automaker. So for example, if you're buying a Nissan and you qualify, keyword qualify, to finance with Nissan, and it's a Nissan factory rebate, then you have to finance with them, okay? Now there's also the second type of rebate where they don't care who you finance with, and the reason being, because you're probably thinking to yourself, well, why wouldn't I want to finance with Nissan? There are some cases where a person cannot finance with the automaker. For example, if they had a previous repossession with the automaker, if their score doesn't qualify for the automaker, if the income doesn't qualify for the automaker. There could be a lot of different scenarios, but those are usually the top three, okay? So now let's go into the second way to use a rebate. Remember, the first way is just a standard discount off the price. Now let's say, for example, you're buying a $20,000 car. The car comes with a $2,000 rebate, right? Now let's say, for example, you're trading in a car, all right? But your car is worth $4,000, but you owe $6,000, okay? So now there's a couple different ways you could do it. Based on your credit score, the bank will allow you, or sometimes they don't allow you, but again, depending on your credit score, the bank will allow you to carry over that negative equity from the old vehicle that you're making payments on over to the new vehicle. That has nothing to do with the rebate, okay? So, for example, you're trading in a car, the car is worth $4,000, you owe $6,000. Now the bank says, hey, got a $2,000 rebate. We can use this rebated money, okay, towards your negative equity, which again, now you can't use it for a discount on the actual price of the car. Okay, now that's going to have it where you're buying the car instead of at $18,000, because you could have used it as a discount, but you're negative, $2,000 because of the car that you're trading in. You're now going to buy that at $20,000. Again, that's without negotiation, of course. And then, of course, but now you're breaking even with your car, which means nothing from that car will get transferred over. A lot of times people don't even ask that question. They don't know how the dealership is paying off their old car. All they know is they just say yes to a payment. And you have to understand those numbers. It's okay to ask, well, hey, what am I getting for my car? That doesn't mean that you're going back and forth. You just want to know, hey, I know my car's piece of crap or whatever. What did you guys give me for it? Oh, we gave you $100 or we gave you $1. Yes, those numbers are real. We've give people dollars for their cars all the time. But at the same time, every time you trade in a car and do a plate transfer, depending on what state you're in Illinois, we have it where if you trade in a car, you'd get a tax savings. Then if you didn't have a trade in at all, then you also get to transfer your plates, which is cheaper than going new plates. Okay. So, but again, there's a small tax savings, not a lot, probably like maybe 5%, if that, maybe 4%. Again, this is the state of Illinois. Every state is going to be different, but more than likely, if you're trading in a car, they're going to give you a tax savings. So now what happens if there's a rebate and it's still not enough to cover? I'll give you the same scenario. You're buying a car for $20,000 and there's a $2,000 rebate, right? And you can't use it on the price because, well, you can do whatever you want to do, but let me finish the story. So now $20,000 car, $2,000 rebate, right? You have a car that's worth $5,000. All right, but you owe, let's say, $9,000. Okay, so you're $4,000 upside down, right? So you have the $2,000 rebate that they're going to give you. All right, so now you're only $2,000 upside down. Why? Because you owe $9,000. The car is worth $5,000. They took the $2,000 rebate. They applied it to that, so it may as well be your car is worth $7,000 now, right? And so now that $2,000 is now going to carry over. How much will you finance? You're going to finance $20,000, the price of the car that you haven't negotiated yet, plus the $2,000 from the old car. Remember that old car? Now you're going to be at $22,000 plus taxes and fees and all the rest of that jazz. Those are how the numbers work. So now you're probably saying, well, Calvin, what do you think about getting a car with a bigger, larger rebate? Most of the cars that have larger rebates, of course, have larger prices. Usually, there are some cars, man, that got $8,000 rebates. People that always give like really high, good rebates are, Chevy, Dodge, Jeep, Chrysler. Most brands, any brand normally that's not a luxury, that's over $30,000 to $35,000. I remember one time at Nissan, we had Nissan Maximas that was, we had like an $8,000 rebate, and we were pulling people out of negative equity situations. Like, hey, I see that you're $8,000 upside down. We can get you into this vehicle, no money out your pocket. But here's the catch: they were used to paying, $400 a month or whatever because they financed around $20,000 to get that large rebate. Now you're probably in a $35,000 car. Now your payments are like $6,000, but you're in a brand new car. So some people said yes, some people said no. Some of you guys are like, there's no way I would do something like that. But everybody's different. So either way, don't want to drag this out. But that's the basic, the easiest way probably to explain rebates and what you can do. Okay. So either way, if you like this video, like it. If you want to share it, share it. And as always, be sure to subscribe, as I have nothing but great content on the way. Thank you guys so much. Have a great day.